Chris Buescher. Welcome.
Thanks, sir.
Chris, you started off with a fifth place finish at Daytona. You were 19th fastest in first practice for the O'Reilly Auto Parts 500. But enough of that. Tell us about what you did during the off weekend.
Yeah, so on to the real stuff, right? Yeah, we went and got married through Easter weekend, so that was really good. Emma and I have been let's see, we started planning last year before there was a schedule out for this season, and that made it very difficult because she didn't want to win her wedding, and we didn't have our off weekends known yet. And the only one we knew of was we knew we wouldn't be racing on Easter, and then it threatened to rain out Atlanta, and then it threatened to snow out Martinsville, and it seems like Easter weekend was always the fill-in date. So definitely had us nervous through all of that. We didn't have to do anything crazy. We got our wedding in. We did it on the Saturday because we didn't want an April Fool's Day wedding, which happened to be Easter this year as well, and didn't want our anniversary to be a big joke every year. So we tried to make that work out, but it was a good time. We had a lot of friends and family come into town and come out and hang out with us. Everything went really smooth, and we had a good time. So now we're back to racing. We're done with our off weekend and get to come home of all places. So not a bad last couple weeks.
Chris, talk a little bit about your the copper paint scheme on your car and Kroger's increased involvement with number 3017.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got Bush's Baked Beans on board of our Camaro ZL1 for the next couple of weeks. We've had them on board. This will be week number 2, and I believe we got 2 more after this. Car looks excellent. I know we're trying to go after the simulated look of the can of a can of Bush's Baked Beans, and the color really looks excellent in the sun. It really pops. Something different, which my mom really appreciates because she can't see very well, and she says she can find this one on track, so that's good. But I think it looks really, really awesome. Glad that we changed it up this season, got something a little bit different. Typically we've the Bush's paint scheme has been very similar for the last several years, and to really shake that up and have something different with the new Camaros. The paint scheme came out really nice. It accents the body lines well, and like I said, it's just a different color, and I like it. I like different, so I'm all on board with it.
We'll open the floor up for questions for Chris. We'll come down front to Lee.
Dinger said you had some wicked dance moves on the floor at your reception. Is that accurate?
I thought he was gone by then. I didn't know he was still watching. So we took dance lessons, and we did two lessons, and the woman that did it did a fantastic job. We went into, like, I believe it was Uptown Charlotte. We met up with her, and she said, "All right, tell me what you want to know, and first off, tell me what you already know." I said, "Well, I don't know anything. I can't sway. Like, I can't even do that. I can't just sit here and act like I know what I'm doing." She's like, "Okay." She's like, "And what do you want to learn?" I said, "The Dirty Dancing lift at the end." And she said, "All right, we're going to back that down a little bit." So we compromised, and it actually came out really good. We were able to at least look like we had some clue of what we were doing out there. It was a good time. We actually had Billy Dean showed up for the way. I got a big surprise from one of my best friends there, so that was really cool. And then we had to dance a lot more than we intended because of that, so that created a whole nother thing. I don't come from a family of dancers, for sure. My mom was terrified of the mother-son dance. Absolutely terrified, more than I was. And I will tell you, for the months leading up, the only thing I was worried about with the whole wedding was the dancing. I was good with everything else. We've been together almost 6 years. Like, I was ready to get married, go through that. We had everything in place, but the dancing was terrifying.
So are there videos? And I mean, I would think, being from Texas, you would at least know how to two-step. And
See, you would think, but I don't, and it's bad when I try. Just bad.
So videos?
I think we asked for no video to be recorded there, but who knows? AJ's got something. He hadn't showed me yet, but I'm sure somebody's got something.
And as far as the cars, before the season started, Dad said that JTG was going to have a technical alliance with Hendrick. AJ, I think he was on one of maybe the hub or something and was saying that you guys really don't have technical partners. So I'm kind of wondering, which is it? Where do you guys sit? And, you know, with the development of the new Camaro, where are you getting your help from?
AJ made this difficult then, huh? When he said that. No, we do have the alliance with HMS, and we are going through and doing a lot of work with them. We have a lot of correlation back and forth there. I've been doing a little bit of the wheel force testing in the Chevy wheel force car, which is operated by HMS, and you know, trying to you know, basically make everything as seamless as possible to be able to develop our own stuff. In essence, though, you know, we're not trying to take a car that they are building from start to finish and plug it into our system and go race it. It is our cars based off information that we are getting from our alliance and from our program. And so that's what we're trying to do, is build up a little bit of independence at the same time we go through with this. Yes, it's a relationship, and yes, we are depending on them for a lot of information, but at the same time we are building up our own program to where we control our own destiny in a lot of different ways. And so that's I guess that's the way I see it. I don't, you know, maybe not as far as, you know, just handing a car over and saying, hey, this is what, you know, you're getting from us. It's a lot more information, a lot more data from wheel force car, from wind tunnel testing, whatever it may be, so that we can build our own race cars up and have something to go out on track and be competitive with. Yeah, this will be a better judge. You know, the beginning of the season, we have made gains. Our cars are better in certain areas, and not as good in others. But for the most part, it's been steps forward, and I think that's great. The Camaro Z1 body in general is a better body. You know, we're starting off from a better base product, and with the new, you know, system, the haunted house or whatever you want to call it. There's an official name for it. I don't know what it is, but the laser show, whatever, you know, go through that. It said Hawkeye. It's the official name.
What is it this week, LIS?
Optical scanning system station. All right, so the haunted house has really changed the way that you can manipulate stuff, right? And so it's you know, something that has created challenges to try and you know, build on the base product. But you know, as you go, you know, I know a lot of teams have purchased their own systems to be able to figure out, you know, how they can use it to their advantage and use it as efficiently as possible. We do not have one of those, but we do have other body scanning programs and machinery that is a pretty large investment that we made through the off season, and that, you know, Tad and Jody and everybody involved has really stepped up to do. And a lot of that's been thanks to Kroger and you know, their program and their involvement in our program this season, and them really stepping up and wanting to be a bigger part of this race team.
Additional questions for Chris?
Quiet crowd today.
Well, all right, Chris. Well, thank you for taking time out. Good luck this weekend. Congratulations.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
With it in the least bit. Something he said before that about a
All right, we're going to continue on with our driver availability.